Hi Haley, I just want to take you through some of these questions to hope to get you a little bit better understanding of what's going on. So let's read through some of these. Alexandra has a home-based business putting on child's parties. She charges $60 to design the party and then $4 per child. Write a function rule that relates the total cost of the party to the number of children. Notice how it says number of children is n, and you see this word per. That means $4 is going to be multiplied by n, since n represents the number of children. So we have the $60 for the cost plus $4 times n, or 60 plus 4n. Alright, this next type of problem is a table problem, and to do this you have to subtract the first y from the second y to find the slope. So -7 minus -10 is +3. Then you have to take the first x minus the second x. 1 minus 2 is -1, and +3 divided by -1 is -3. That is the slope of your equation, and it will appear next to the x. So right here, -3, +1, +3, -1/3. So as long as only one of our options has that slope, that is our answer choice, and that's as far as you have to go. Okay, here's another one of these problems. She's again putting on children's parties. She charges $60 to design the party plus $10 per child. Write a function rule that relates the total cost of the party to the number of children. So again, n is the number of children. So she charges $60 plus $10 per child. Per is multiply. So 60 plus 10n, or $60 plus $10 per child. Alright, we then have these graph questions. For the graph questions, you always start with the y-intercept, the number where it starts on the y-axis. So in this case is -2. That is going to appear right here on the right-hand side of the equation. So you see we have two options here. So now we need to look at the slope. And the slope is always up or down and then left or right. So if we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, we went up 4, and then over 1, 2, up 4 over 2. 4 divided by 2 reduces to 2. That 2 is going to occur as the slope right here in front of the x. So when we look at our two options, it is going to be 2x minus 2. Alright, so this says sales tax in one state is 3%. Write a function rule for finding the total cost of an item with selling price x. Then find the total cost of the CD player. Well, if you think about it, if they're adding sales tax on, it's obviously going to be bigger than the original amount because you're adding sales tax. So $148.97 is out because that's lower than $150. $450 is out because that's lower than $150. So now we need to figure out the actual cost of the CD player. So the $150 times the sales tax written as a decimal would be 0.03. So the sales tax is $4.50 plus the cost of the CD player gives us a total of $154.50, which is why option B is correct, because it's the cost of the CD player, that's the 1, plus the 0.03 in sales tax. Alright, next. Okay, so here's another one where we have to subtract the y's and we have to subtract the x's. So you start with the y's, which is the -2 and 0. -2 minus 0 is -2. And then you subtract the x's. -3 minus -3 is -6. Now you got to reduce. The negatives would cancel, and 2 over 6 is 1/3. This is the slope of the equation, which is going to appear right here next to the x. Since we got a slope of positive 1/3, our only option here is C. Okay, so again, this is just another way of writing that same equation. These are your y's and these are your x's, so let's find the slope. You do the first y minus the second y, so 3 minus 15 is -12, and then you do the first x minus the second x. So 0 minus 3 is -3, and then reduce. -12 divided by -3 is +4, and you look for that number right next to the x, because that is your slope. The only option here that is +4 is C, so that becomes our answer. Alright, here again we have a graph, so we'll start with the y-intercept right here at 4, and that's the number that's going to appear over here next to the x, that +4. So in this case we only have one option with that +4, so that becomes our answer. Okay, another sales tax one. So again, the sales tax is going to be added on to the price of your item. So anything that's lower than the price of your item, you can immediately cross out. So B and C are gone. So let's figure out the cost of our item. That might make it a little easier. We have a $110 item getting charged 5% sales tax, which sales tax written as a decimal is 0.05. So we're going to be paying $5.50 in tax plus the $110, which is the cost of the CD player, for a total of $115.50, or option A here. This last one is again a graph, so you first start with where it starts, the y-intercept here of +2, and that's the number you're looking for here next to the x. So you'll see we can eliminate two options. We can eliminate that one and that one. But now we need to find the slope. So we're going to count. We're going down 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 4 means -4. And then we are going over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 5. So down 4 over 5 means that it's a negative slope. You can also tell that from the line going down, that it's a negative slope of 4 and then 5. So our option becomes option C. I hope that this helps. I would like you to take the quiz once or twice more to see if you can get that 80% now. Thank you.